This cover is giving me some light Attack on Titan vibes, but thank God he's wearing clothes, unlike the Titans, because otherwise we'd be looking at some really creepy Barter 6 type of shit. What's up, everyone? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today, we are going to talk about this new album from Raekwon the Chef called The Wild. Raekwon, of course, is an original member of Wu-Tang who's been in the game for many, many years. And we got to bring up how he's responsible for one of hip-hop's most esteemed classics, Only Built for Cuban Links. That is just a timeless album that I swear I'll be coming back to until the day that I die. And even the sequel to that was really dope as well. So I think within his solo discography, he's really done quite well for himself. Although I would say that last album of his, Fila, was easily one of the most disappointing records that I had heard the year it dropped. I believe it was in 2015. And the reason I found that one so disappointing is because instead of that grimy street shit that we expect from Raekwon and other Wu-Tang members, he was just really coming with that mainstream shit to really hit that younger audience and expand his fan base. So I can understand that. A lot of artists who've been in the game for a long time tend to do that. Even the Lox sort of did that with their last album where they had some of those trap songs and they moved away from that shit that made them popular in the first place. But I get it, man. You don't always want to make the same shit all the time. But anyway, with this album right here, The Wild, he's definitely gone back to his roots, but he has still kept it current because he is rapping on some sample-based beats here. The shit isn't as crackly and dark and grimy as that old school Wu-Tang shit, but it still sounds like something you want to hear from Raekwon rather than that glitzy synth stuff that I was talking about. For example, the single from this, What It Comes To, has him dropping grimy street shit over this fly-ass string sample, and to me, this is exactly what I want to hear from Raekwon. And even the song Nothing on here is the same way because he's rapping over this sparse sample-based production and kicking more street shit, including when he says that he'll slap you up in your own house. So you're gonna get a lot of grimy bars on here, some of those braggy, mafioso, big willy bars that you expect from Raekwon because he's one of the goats when it comes to that. And throughout this album, man, I think his flow is just buttery smooth, man. It's like some silk wrapped in velvet, and that has always been one of Raekwon's strengths. So even on Fila, that album I didn't like too much, his flow was still dope on that. I just didn't care for the production and some of the features, but his flow is still intact on this album, and the features and the production are much better, especially on The Rain, where Raekwon is spitting on this lavish, luxurious production that sounds like something Rick Ross would get over as he boasts about 5-star restaurants and bad Brazilian chicks. But god damn, the song Crown of Thorns is so luxurious. You gotta put on a silk ascot for this shit, just tie it up all nice, might have cost you $10,000, put on some $10,000 silk pajamas and slippers. You just gotta be on your boss shit when you listen to this, because this beat sounds like a golden palace with marble floors and expensive lion statues out front, man. Maybe even a maze garden. This shit is just absolutely beautiful. And again, he's hitting us with those braggadocious bars and bringing up Brazilian chicks once again, except this time he's having them swallow his children. So, you know what? I can't hate on that because I'm pretty damn sure all of us have at least once in our lifetimes looked up Brazilian bubble butts on X videos. So, it is what it is. We can't hate the player or hate the game when it comes to that shit. But one of the standouts on here for sure has to be Marvin, where Raekwon is giving this biographical account of Marvin Gaye's life, including how he was shot and killed by his father. And it's all tied together with some gentle flute and string production, some great vocals from CeeLo. And the other features on this project are really dope as well, so I'm going to run some of those down for you. You got Pure on the song M&N, where he and Raekwon are just showing off their lyrical skills in regards to words that start with M and N. And there's even a shout out to my home, Nova Scotia, so I got to show love for that shit. And even G-Eazy came correct on Purple Brick Road, man. I'm not a big G-Eazy fan at all, but I thought his verse was kind of dope on this, although there wasn't much chemistry between him and Raekwon, so I think someone else may have fit better, but he definitely didn't ruin the track, man. And you get some nice Justice League production here that's very lavish once again, and there's a guest vocalist who I don't know who she is, but she's killing this shit on the hook. So it was still a good track, and I was kind of impressed with G-Eazy on this one, man. I really didn't think he was that bad. But the feature that impressed me the most was Lil Wayne on the corner, because god damn, man, he actually snapped on this shit. He wasn't mumbling, he wasn't using auto-tune, and he wasn't talking about pussy. So anytime you get one of those verses from Wayne, you know it's some damn heat. He has this line about how bullets don't got no name, but the nigga that it hit do. So I thought that was just a very icy, cold-ass line. And Wayne was at his best here. If he could rap like this all the time, I would be all for people talking about him as one of the greatest of all time. But when he's doing all that mumbly auto-tune bullshit, which he usually does, it just really takes away from it. But I loved him on this track. The beat was dope as well. It reminded me of some early 2000s Dr. Dre production because of those hot synths that are going on throughout it. So there are a lot of dope tracks on here, man. The only song I didn't care for was You Hear Me, because it just kind of seemed like a half-finished song. It's very short. The production is a little bit trappish. Just really nothing stood out about it to me, especially when compared to the strength of these other tracks. But overall, I would give this album a 4 out of 5. I think it's really dope. And even though the content doesn't get too deep, Raekwon is still keeping your attention because he just has that unique style that we know Raekwon for. He's flowing like butter, those braggy, mafioso, braggadocious bars about girls, fancy shit, nice stuff. He just does that so well while also tying in some grimy street shit and some of those concepts like the song Marvin. That was pretty dope. So I really like this album a lot. It's fun to listen to. There's only that one song I didn't care for. So a 4 out of 5 seems fair to me. He's just not really doing anything overly crazy or original or unique, so I wouldn't go any higher than that. But that's just what I thought about it. You guys can check it out for yourself and then hit me up in the comment section with your thoughts. And of course, make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, man, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and of course, man, you gotta subscribe to my channel and click like on that Facebook page. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.